EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the outskirts of the nation's capital. It's Northwest Stadium in Landover, the home of the Commanders. About ready to get this one started. Jaime Fairbairn ready to kick it off. And off we go from just outside our nation's capital. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. So they come to the line for first down and 10. To the air right away is Hurts. He'll tuck it and take off.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll throw it left and has his running back. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Philadelphia.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here. They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This is how you drop your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate. And that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He's going to run it.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
Now a give on the ground. And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll run the sneak, and he will drive his way into the end zone. Jalen Hurts Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jake Elliott now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's carry number 1 for Travis Etienne. He's got room to the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
I think this is something that we can expect to see here, especially early, Mike, as this team gets into a rhythm. They want to lean on this run game. They feel like they have a lot of advantages over this defense, and you can see from the first play here why they feel that way.
They'll go back to Etienne on 1st down. Down the sideline, inside the 25. He's done it again, back-to-back good runs. 19 this time, and another 1st down.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
On the ground for the first time. Here comes Jonathan Taylor. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Third and 6. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. And that is incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one. And now it's 4th down. Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Commanders are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. First and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A big play to kick off this drive. 37 yards. On 1st down, it's Hurts. To the tight end, likely.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
On third down, it's Hurts. He's got it inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. His 12th touchdown of the year. Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles extend their advantage to 14-3. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Go!
Throwing on 2nd down, Daniels. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
So they made it a priority here early to try to get him the ball in the 1st quarter. But that was their 3rd attempt. None of them have resulted in a catch. I think you got to start looking elsewhere. You don't want to get into a position, Mike, where you feel like you're forcing the guy the ball and forcing your offense to run through him.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go track, go track. Ready.
Once again, it's ETN. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Play action. Here's Daniels. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. We are through 1. 14-3 is the score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this.
Got it. Ready.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10.
Check go.
Here's Daniels. Now he takes off. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
Hold it ready.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
Check that. Street.
On the ground, here's ETN. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Ready. Mustang 19. Ready.
Daniels now going to look to throw. And he's in. Pop Douglas. Touchdown, Commanders.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Ready.
Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point and go for 2. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
73.
Hurts now. He finds Likely, his tight end. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. Back to the ground after the penalty. And he's going to have that first down. Tackle made up around the 35. Now Hurts. Short pass taken in by the tight end. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up the key third down?
And he will take this down close to a first down. Pickup of 9. They've got him a yard short of the sticks.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard.
63.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. Into space. And and they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him. And that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line.
On the jump. Ready.
The tight end Hawkinson starts the motion.
Panther 60. Go.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. Over the middle, that's the tight end Hawkinson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Here we go. Shot.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. The tight end Hawkinson starts the motion.
Liking 18.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just...
That is intercepted. Picked off by Mikey Sainristil. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
It's 1st down, and they'll run. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
Great.
Man in motion is Smith. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the 1st down inside the 25.
This is just another creative wrinkle that they can add to their offense to help move the chains. They don't do a ton of sweeps throughout the course of the game, but they do just enough here and there to keep the defense guessing.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
On 2nd down, a run. Well, how about a reverse instead? And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
3rd and long. To throw is Hurts. Taking off, he'll try to get there. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. On fourth down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. This from 40 yards out. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Following the penalty, they'll run it. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
On second down, Hurts in trouble, and down he goes. That is Trey Hendrickson, the veteran, in there to record the sack.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position, but with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6, but after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff will get a chance to look him over during the break. On fourth down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. Officially, a 29-yard attempt. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30.
Ready up. Come on. Set. Street. Big alert. Check go.
On first down, Daniels. A short one taken by Hawkinson. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Ready, set.
They face second down and 7.
Go, Reed. Go. Huck.
Throwing is Daniels. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Go!
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And this ball incomplete on third down. Trying to get it to Travis Etienne that time. And that'll set up fourth down. The Commanders about to send this one away. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Hurts will work here from the pistol. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he will dive into the end zone. 76 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Daniels now on 1st down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Now the Commanders will use their 3rd and final timeout, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Let's go. 65 cat, 65 cat.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's left side, and that's the tight end, McBride. So we've hit halftime, and it's the visitors, the Eagles, out on top. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, for the coaches, Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. That one caught by Hawkinson. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. On 2nd down, it's Daniels. And that is incomplete.
And here we have another missed opportunity for an offense that have already had a handful of them throughout this game. And Let's be honest, Mike. You just can't afford to overthrow a man that's that open, especially when you're trying to overcome a double-digit deficit in the NFL.
From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
Great.
They'll begin here on the ground. They'll be brought down after a short pickup to about the 29. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll run it here with Etienne. Down to the 4, it'll be 2nd and goal. Now, someone up front moves early. Can't continue to make these mistakes if you're trying to mount a big comeback. The task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. On the handoff, it's Etienne. He'll take this one down to the 8-yard line. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. Third and goal. It's Daniels. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. This is fielded inside the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. Looking right side. He's got a receiver. It's Smith. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Second and 7. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to get him a first down here. Across midfield and down to the 45. Man in motion is Smith. They run on the jet sweep. And a strong first down run. A pickup of 9. Setting up second and short.
When they called that sweep, Mike, obviously they're thinking, let's pick up the first down. They didn't quite get to the chains, but I think they're going to be pretty happy with that game.
On second down, they'll run. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
Set to go now on first and 10. Hurts. He runs with it. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down. Now Jalen Hurts on second down. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Third and long. They'll try to get this one on the ground. On fourth down, here comes Jake Elliott for the Philadelphia field goal. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. He'll get this ahead for about 3. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop. Go. Throwing on second down. Daniels. A short one here, caught by McBride. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Mike, did you see how hyped the sideline got after that run after catch? I mean, I thought the bench was going to run out onto the field to celebrate. He refused to go down on first contact and second contact, for that matter.
Third and short, and it's Daniels. And he'll be brought down on what will be the So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Go!
Here's Daniels. That one is complete to McBride. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing again, Daniels. This one brought in by Hawkinson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Ready?
Third and 2. Here's Daniel. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by their rookie linebacker.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Three tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Hey! Great. Set. Delta.
On first down, it's Hurts. That's into the hands of the fullback. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Hey, 73. Delta.
Now a give up the middle. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Great.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Not much happening there, just a short game.
Great.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Delta.
They'll stick with him again. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down. Hurts to throw. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Eagles will extend their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
On the set.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That one taken in by Douglas. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. On play action, Daniels. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out, There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
He's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that's going to bring up fourth down.
60 by 6. Check. Alert. 60 Eagles.
Now movement up front. It's a big decision coming from the officials. Who's the penalty on? The offense staying out there for this fourth down.
Ready? Go.
They'll go. Here's Daniels. That's taken in. And he's gonna get there. He's got the first down. What great awareness after the catch. He gets enough to move the chains. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
The best defenders, Mike, they have an ability to impact the game in a lot of different ways. I mean, take this guy. Earlier in the game, he comes up with a big interception. Now he gets sent on a blitz. He comes through for a sack. They better find out exactly where this guy is, both run and pass. He's having himself a great day.
Daniels to throw on second down. He keeps it himself. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. A short one taken by Hawkinson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. They'll throw with Daniels. Now he'll run it. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
19 Tiger.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
And that will get them back on schedule. Good pickup of 7, sets up 3rd and 3. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. And he's going to be out of bounds after a pickup of about 4, but that is enough to keep the drive alive. 1st down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. That's to the right side. Caught by McBride. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. He slams it in there, and he is in. Travis Etienne, touchdown Commanders. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
The offense staying put. They will go for two.
Ready? Set, go.
Now Daniels. And he will get in for the two. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10.
No touchdown. 73. 73. No touchdown.
His drive will start on the ground, and he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Great. No touchdown.
Handoff here, up the middle. Room to run past midfield. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
No touchdown. No touchdown.
And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's 2nd down.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Now the Commanders will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. So the Eagles will use their 1st timeout here as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. Spotted at the 35, this a 45-yard attempt. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
This going to be returned from right around the goal line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. 3rd and a yard, it's Daniels. Quickly to the outside and complete.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
Daniels gonna throw again. Going for it all. And this will be incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 35 yards.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
Taking off. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down.
When you find yourself trailing here late in the game, decision-making is critical. Not only is he able to extend the drive by picking up the first down with his legs, great job by the quarterback understanding, get out of bounds, stop the clock, save as much time as possible as they try to make a comeback.
Here's first down. Slot man in motion left. Daniels now on first down. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
And with that late score, it's going to give them a little bit of late life here, Mike. But remember, the next series of events is very unlikely. They need to get the onside kick and then likely a Hail Mary situation. So while they definitely have a little bit of a chance, I think it's pretty slim.
Important spot here for the Commanders as they will go for 2.
Let's go now. Check go.
Throwing is Daniels. And that is incomplete. 2-point conversion attempt winds up being unsuccessful. That scored too little, too late. They need a recovery and a miracle here. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away.
That was their last shot. They've got no timeouts left. Now the offense can just simply come take the field. Best play in football, Mike. Victory formation, take a couple knees, get on with the win.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Great.
Now a handoff running right. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. And that'll do it For my partner, Greg Olson, for our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The unmistakable New York skyline to the east. And we are across the river on the Jersey side at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one underway. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And He is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Here's 1st and 10. Bellinger, the tight end, is the one in motion. A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early. And we see it here. Nice first play pickup. Fresh set of downs.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Starting to see it back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
They'll run again. It's Tracy again. Second down and 3. Throw it. Lock. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Well, sometimes as a quarterback, when you decide to pick up those yards with your feet, you got to pay a price. And in this case, he takes a big shot, but not before he's able to pick up that first down.
The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Throwing on 2nd down. Lock. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Linebackers in general have the reputation of being very instinctive players, and I think we saw it there on that last pass breakup. The ability to diagnose and read the play almost before it even starts. It allows them to be in the right spot at the right time and allows them to make the play.
Seventh play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. Lock out of the shotgun. That to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone. David Montgomery. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop. He'll go play action with Goff. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And 3rd down coming up. From the gun, it's Goff. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Goff with the give to Montgomery. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Isaiah Simmons comes up to end that one. So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. Third and long. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On play action, Goff. This is intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner. And he is going to score. A pick-6 for the touchdown. And the defense comes up with the first points of this one. It is a pick-6 to make it a 6-0 lead.
And, Mike, we talked all week which offense was going to be able to strike first and play with the lead. Well, the defense, they had other plans. They're able to put the first points on the board by capitalizing with that pick-6.
Here's Craig Reynolds to return. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Goff. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Open man, it's Jamison Williams. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. On first down, it's Goff. Right back to Williams. They connect again. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
The Lions called their first timeout, and they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. They'll run with Montgomery. Good blocking, and he's in. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Detroit. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Goff to throw. That'll be caught, and he'll get in to tie this game at 8.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here, this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
So all even at 8 as this kick is sent airborne. A return coming from the 14. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Go!
Lock working out of the pistol. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call. The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
That is hard. And he's going to take this one all the way. 74 yards. Touchdown, Giants. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a 4 vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
And he will get into the end zone, giving his team an 8-point margin. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Reynolds now on the return. They get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
He's going to take a shot down the field. That is brought in. And he will go all the way. Tim Patrick, touchdown Lions.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
To throw is Goff. That's caught. They were chasing the points here in the half, but they got him, and we are tied. So, a new ball game. We are all tied. Final moments of this first half as the kick's away. On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Reynolds now on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Montgomery to start the drive. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's Goff. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. They smelled the screen and took care of it. Blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
They'll go for it. Here's Goff. And the rush is going to get there. He'll go down. They were taking a big risk, going for it in their own territory. It will not pay off. It's a turnover on downs. Locked to throw on 1st down. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field. You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time, let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. To the goal line and in. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, Giants. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
So up comes Locke. He and the offense will try to add 2 more. He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Ifeatu Melifonwu.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll work ahead for about 5 to the 25. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. To throw is Goff. It is caught left side by St. Brown. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, Montgomery. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. On 2nd down, Goff. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. A handoff, running left, it's Montgomery. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the 3rd quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game, That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Straight ahead, it's Montgomery. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Now Goff. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be brought down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Montgomery. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now. This crowd doing everything they can before 3rd and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And he's going nowhere on this one. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it is 4th and goal. Throwing, Goff. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. A carry here for Tracy. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. The run here with Devin Singletary. And this will be a Giants 1st down as the tackle's made at the 23-yard line.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed him the most.
He keeps it himself. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
A gain there of 21. 1st down, Giants.
And after that 1st down throw, Mike, it's really a deflating moment of the defense. They understood the urgency of getting off the field and getting the ball back to their offense. Here we are under 2 minutes in a 1-possession game.
Now this looks like a design run. Not much there, maybe a yard. Now Detroit's going to use their 2nd timeout, and they'll stop it with 28 seconds to go in the game. Here's 2nd and 9.
Ready. Go.
They'll drop to throw. Where was he going? Finally, they catch up to him and bring him down. A big loss there. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Ready, ready.
Now, faking the... Oh, and a crusher there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their 2nd. So it's a win for the men in blue. The Giants get it done. And it was their defense that led the way. Greetings from just across the New York-New Jersey border in New Jersey at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. The veteran Chris Boswell ready to get things going. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Go!
Now it's Tracy looking to run. And he's going to be dropped behind the line. Terrific push defensively. They came out of the locker room ready to go. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. On the give, it's Tracy. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. A tough spot here. 3rd and long.
Let's go.
Now Locke. Taking off. He'll try to get there. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
There's no doubt that you appreciate the toughness he shows here, Mike. I mean, for a quarterback to put his head down and pick up some tough yards, his teammates love it. But I'll tell you, his coaches, they want to see him protect himself, understand when he had enough to pick up the 1st down, to get down and live to play another snap.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. On the ground, here's Tracy. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
A short one there to Bellinger. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They'll try and run for it. Oh, big hole left side. And he's going to take this all the way home. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, New York. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
What?
Wilson going to throw right away. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Cut.
Now a first carry for the Alabama product, Najee Harris. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Catch is made. That is Williams. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's going to be intercepted. And a big gain out of bounds as time runs down. An exclamation point to end this first quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. That's to the right side and incomplete.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And he's going to be taken down. From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. Here's a run. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the...
That one intercepted. Picked off by Dante Jackson. Accelerating toward midfield. To the 20. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown. Steelers. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick six.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. All square now at 6 aside as the ball's back in the air again. Tracy now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go, set.
From the gun, it's Locke. That's caught left side by Bellinger. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. Here's a 2nd and 12.
Come on, set.
Locke out of the shotgun. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
As a pass rusher, you don't always need to record a sack to make your presence felt. Creating pressure, move the quarterback, affect his timing. Those are all different ways to take pressure off your coverage unit.
3rd and long.
Go.
Throw it. Locke. What a good choice to get out and run. That's a pickup of 18 and a first down.
Set up.
To throw is Locke.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner. And that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
A run here with Tracy on 2nd down. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard. On 3rd down, they'll run with Tracy.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this.
This one intercepted. Picked up by Dante Jackson. Inside the 20. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. So they make the decision on 4th down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick 6.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on 4th down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. First and 10.
Let's go now.
Locke working out of the pistol. Now right on the heels of the pick 6, he is intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That is caught downfield by Pickens. He is in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone. Mike, there's not a lot of ways to break this play down other than saying you get the wide open target, you have the play you want, you're aggressive going for two, you just got to catch the ball.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Tracy now to return it, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. On first down is Locke. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
He runs with it. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
Here we go.
Now Locke. And this time the rush gets home. And down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner. And he is going to score a pick six for the touchdown. And they extend the lead. The defense joining the party. A pick six for a touchdown. Greg, they are extending this lead out.
Yeah, now you've just seen both sides just make their impact felt here in the first half. The offense has done their part, and now it's the defense that is able to capitalize on the turnover and take it all the way back for the pick six.
Final 9 seconds of this half, and the kick is away. Tracy now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here's first and 10.
Ready.
To throw is Locke. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. Oh, he puts another ball up for grabs, and this one's also intercepted. Picked off by Micah Fitzpatrick. Here at halftime, it's the visitors, the Steelers, who are in the lead. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Patterson now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.